Welcome to the California Automated Drone Podcast, where we talk to experts in the field about their experiences in the drone industry. I am your host, Josh Friedman, and today we are here with Dori Dumon from Santa Ana College talking about education and business in drones.
There are drone sports community groups in just about every community.
Oh, I want to be a drone service provider, and I'm going to go do drone mapping. Well, for what?
All of the things that I've done is to promote safety for our industry.
But if you really want to go in depth into understanding what you're doing, a community college along with online learning is a way to go.
Hey Dori, welcome to the show. I imagine you're coming to us today from Santa Ana, California. Is that correct?
You are correct.
I love it. And I am also in Santa Ana, although we are in the unincorporated area of Santa Ana. I'm curious to know, you've been teaching at the college for a while, and you're teaching a lot of classes there and starting a lot of new stuff with drones. But what were you doing before they started a drone program at Santa Ana College?
So I've been teaching at Santa Ana College part-time for years, and I just went full-time a few years ago. And I teach Adobe applications and with a focus for business and marketing use. And we do the full technical skills professional training in it. And that includes like Photoshop, Illustrator, and and Premiere and After Effects. So, all of the core Adobe apps needed. And my background is I've been for years a multimedia web designer. And what got me into drones was because I've been working for years doing creative design for marketing and training departments, creating for print, web, social media. And then as drone technology was getting better and getting more affordable, I thought maybe I should get some skills in drones and maybe as a consultant, take photos and video and get paid for it. So that's how I started getting into it.
Well, and what's really interesting to me is that you are teaching multimedia classes, but not in a digital media program or a fine arts program, but you're in the business department. Is that correct?
Right. My department is actually business applications and technology.
I love that. And
right.
So what did you do? You did something really unique that I want you to share with everybody. When it came time to teaching a drone class in a business department, what unique experience did you create for the students at Santa Ana College?
Well, I figured that students and asking students is they were having the same experience as me. They weren't sure if they really wanted to spend money on a drone and not use it. They're a little afraid of, what are the laws? Do I really want to do this for recreation or do I want to do maybe a career in it? They weren't sure. So I decided that I was the first faculty to have a drone focused course on campus, and it's an introduction to drones, and give people the ability to come and learn about what laws that they should think about, and also put their hands on flying drones, see if this is something of interest. And our first class was last year, and it was great to see the ones saying, I wasn't sure, I was a little scared. Thanks to this class, I got to see, maybe this is for me, maybe it's not for me, but at least I know what drones are happening around me, even if I don't become a pilot. And it really opened up just learning about how drones are being used in, for fun, but also for careers. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, and it's awesome because, with this experience through the college, students are also getting credit for the courses. And I'm curious, what are some of those industries and skills that you see your students either interested in or going into?
What the skills they're interested in getting into? Well, one thing is not just about the skills in flying a drone. I mean, that's important, but they want to know what to do with it and what careers. When they find out it's not just taking pictures for real estate, which is what I thought, they're finding out that what do you do with these photos and videos you take, whether you're doing it for fun or for a job? Well, you need to have those skills. You need to have Adobe Photoshop skills to edit those photos, Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects to edit the videos or to merge the a nice video of stills and the footage that you take a video into one nice project. So they're finding out that it's not just flying the drone, it's the photography using the drone, and then what do you do to edit what you took with the drone.
Yeah, I agree. I see this a lot with students and people who just get in the industry that, they know they want to fly because this looks like fun and they have a good time doing it, but they lack the ability to understand at the beginning, that what they have to do is develop a product, that there has to be an actual product that you could deliver to people and that they're going to buy, that you can actually, create for them, that they will solve a problem for them or help them with a need that they have. And I think that that's definitely, it's something that you and I have done a little bit more naturally through the business world because we have an understanding of the business world.
Right.
And I also see those that have a business already and apply drones to their business being a lot more successful than those that fly drones and then want to start a new business. Not saying they can't do it, but the difference there is the business sense that, when you're already running a business or you have experience doing that, there's already understanding that you need to create an actual product, right?
Right.
So,
absolutely.
Other than photos and videos, what other products are you seeing some of your students interested in or getting into in the industry?
Well, I think what's interesting is that as I'm working with different careers now, when I got training in drones, I took a couple of training with drones at a private drone training company. I actually trained with LA County Fire. There was one member, and another member was the OC Sheriff, digital forensics. There was a student from USC who was doing their thesis or something for landscaping. So that got me interested in how are these applying into different careers, but also those who just want to do it for fun. So it's really amazing that it's not just for real estate, like I said, but public safety. So with the students, I'm learning to tell them that they always ask me, well, is all drone operators consultants? And I said, well, it's kind of both. Sometimes the different industries out there, they want a consultant to come out and do it. Or it's somebody who already has skills, let's say already as a firefighter or already as a construction person who knows what to look for. So they're becoming pilots. So you could be a contractor, but you can also be somebody who's already in the field because you know what you're looking for. So I don't know if that answered the question perfectly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think a lot of
that came up.
I think a lot of the consulting I consider sales, right? People come to me and say, what's the solution for this? And as a businessman, my response to them is, well, here's what we can offer to you,
Right.
And if I can't offer it, I know somebody else who can, and this is the product that they're selling and this is what they're doing, right?
Sure.
So if somebody comes to me and says they want, updates of a construction site, my response right away is, okay, well, you could get photography, you can get videography, you can get 3D model imagery, or you can get survey grade models, of the site that you can use to do survey, accuracy measurements. And
Sure.
Technically I'm consulting, but what I'm really doing is sales,
Right.
because these are things that we offer,
Right.
Not survey accuracy, although we do provide the images to surveyors, just to make that clear. We had a whole conversation with Stephen Katz about that. If you want to watch a great episode on surveying and modeling, you should definitely watch that episode. But yeah, that's the consulting. But I think that what we should be considered is service providers. That whether it's the firefighter, the police officer, someone who's working for, a utility department, we're just providing the service of flying the drone, collecting whatever data we need to collect, and then offering that to them, hopefully for a profit.
Right. Yeah, and my passion really got into, and this is why I became faculty lead of drones at Santa Ana College, is because I'm working with other disciplines. It's not just about my department offering a drones class. My passion really got into public safety because of how you're saving lives of not just the public safety workers, but also the lives of civilians. And so, yes, people are aware that law enforcement is using drones, but how they're using it for fire, like the drone can be used to set the backfires to stop a forest fire or a brush fire, instead of having a human being out there setting off those backfires. You could do a drone. If you lose a drone, you just replace it. But if you lose a life, there's no replacement for losing that life. And then marine safety. I don't think people are thinking about how the drones are being used. And like Huntington Beach has a fantastic program. So that's why I'm working with public safety, because we're getting into getting those career opportunities. And then if you're a drone pilot in that field, it just makes your resume pop out more than anybody else.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me about, what are some of the other courses that you're currently teaching at Santa Ana College, and if you could share anything you may have down the pipeline, what else? What are you guys doing to develop and to grow the program that you could share?
Right. Yes. So right now we do have a couple of courses that are in the catalog right now, and you would have my class, which is under business applications, which is an introduction, and it's a great way to find out how much you want to get into it, or just even I want to know what's happening with drones around me, and how they're being used, and privacy issues, and the things that some people might have concerns about, and learn a little bit more about them. And that, and it's only a 1.5 unit class. And like you said, it is a credit class. And the courses I'm talking about are all credit courses. So let's say that you're interested in repair or building the drones. We have courses that are in our manufacturing. If you're interested in cinematography or earning your Part 107, then you have digital media, and they're doing that focus, especially that cinematography part that is a great career that you may want to think about. We also have new ones with criminal justice. That is, we have a new course. Now we have some new courses that are being approved by the state right now. We should find out in a couple of months. But look for fall, and we're talking August catalog, is that once state approves, then we're going to have things like introduction to drone laws, and it's only a half unit course, and these are being taught by we've hired a drone lawyer. People may not know there's drone lawyers out there. There are. We also have a police officer who is part of the drone program, a very excellent program in Orange County. And so they're going to be doing more about how to create a safety program in a drone public safety program. And I have the first business applications will have the first drone technology certificate of achievement in fall. So there's a lot of things that we've developed. We're just waiting for state approval, which we, like I said, should know in a couple months. And then as soon as we have that, keep an eye out for that, because these are game changers of trying to figure out what you want to do with different type of careers out there. There's so many.
Well, what I love about this is that, I've thought for a long time that the roles of the community college literally should be to serve the needs of the community.
Absolutely.
And to upskill or to skill local people that have a need. And you've just mentioned literally 6 different industries of people that have this need and that need this or want this training.
Right.
And as a college, you're going to be the organization that's going to be able to provide that to them. And I think that that's really a fantastic opportunity for people who live close to Santa Ana or are able to take some of your courses online or hybrid.
Online.
Yeah.
We're actually thinking, I've already scheduled, I'm going to be also offering the introduction to drones online, so that for those who aren't local and maybe just want to learn about all this information. So we're going to be offering the class online, and then we do it hybrid for those who do want to come to campus and fly. We could do that. But if you're like, all right, I'm not sure if I'll buy a drone and I'm not that interested in the flying as much as the information, then there's the online course that would be there. So absolutely, it'll be outside of just the area of people who could physically drive to the campus.
I love it.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Well, I want to say thank you. I've got one more question for you.
Sure.
What advice would you give to somebody who is just getting into the industry or just wants to get started doing something with drones?
Well, the advice I would give is what I went through. I really didn't know where to start. I didn't know, do I really want to invest my time and my money into this? I was scared of flying a drone. I was not sure. And so, and what's interesting is, like you said about the community of the college, it is called community college on purpose. What I like the best about my department is we're business apps and technology. So we have, I would say half of our students already have BA degrees. Most of them are already in jobs. Some of them just want technology to up their game and their skills. But it's not just because I teach at a community college. I would say take an intro course somewhere, anywhere. Just take an intro course, because you could Google everything you want, but you're still not sure. If you just take a workshop or like an introduction course, then you could see, is it for you? What's it all about? I want to learn a bit about it, and then you'll know what to do from there.
I think that's great.
That's really what I think. That helped me.
That is great advice. There is no substitute right now, I think, for having an actual person that you could reach out to that has experience, that has skills, that can help to transfer that to you or answer your questions in a way that I think that purely, just going to YouTube or going to Google, it helps. And I think that there's a lot of information there that we should be doing as well, but it's not the same as having an actual instructor, an actual teacher in front of you.
You make an important point about that, is you're able to ask that person questions. And I would recommend, if you're going to do some kind of training workshop, course, whatever, try to get it with someone who's teaching it that is a current Part 107 pilot, because they're the ones that can answer your questions based on current rules. And there's really not a lot of rules like people think. There's just some basic rules that make sense, and can ask that person to meet your own needs of your questions. And I think that's the best part, is instead of just watching a video or reading an article, you can actually have someone that could be a mentor to see, is this for me? Absolutely.
Yeah. And I still think Part 107 should be a prerequisite for anybody who's teaching at the college level. And just being part of the industry. You're a full-time teacher, which makes it really challenging to be in an industry while you're doing that. Yet I see you at drone conferences, at Interdrone, at the Commercial Drone Expo, and in attending events and just keeping up on the industry, which I applaud, by the way. But I think it also makes a really big difference for your students to know that you're in this and you're doing this, and I think you're doing a great job of it.
Oh, thanks. In fact, our part-time faculty are full-time drone pilots in the field. So like the intro course is being taught by someone who's a full-time does drones for public works for a city nearby. So we do in our department go for those full-time careers that are the experts in the field, and we bring that expertise to the student, for sure. Or you could do it for fun.
Yes, you can. Or you could do it for fun and money.
That's right. That's right.
And combine the two and turn it into a lifestyle and a career, right?
Right.
Well, Dori, I just want to say thank you so much for being part of the show. This was fantastic. And thanks to those of you for watching and listening. If you want more information about drone careers and where you can get educated to help your career take off, please go to californiaautomated.com. Find us on social media. Like, share, subscribe, and learn. This has been another awesome episode of the California Automated Drone Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Friedman, and we've been here spending some time with Dori Dumon from Santa Ana College, and we're both reminding you to fly safe and fly often.
That's right. Thank you so much. Thanks, everyone.